time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cooking at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the two franchises with more Super Bowls than anyone else. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
Yeah, it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Rudolph's throw complete to Freiermuth. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, here's Stevenson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he is going to lose yardage here. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Stevenson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The start of the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 26-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rudolph. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Got his man, it's Warren. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They run once more with Stevenson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Zappi on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Zappi now on 1st and 10. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Zappi looks to throw it. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready up.
On the draw is Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Zappi working from the gun. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Let's take it at around the 40. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gott.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Rudolph's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A handoff for Warren. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots 26-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Pass incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. That's caught at the 2. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Zappi. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Zappi looking to throw it on first down. That's Bourne, got it on the slant, and he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, it's Zappi. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He finds Robinson, and they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. They run for it with Harris, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They hand this off to Harris, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England's offense set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Zappi throwing again here on 2nd down. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Another throw coming for Zappi. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd down. Here's Zappi. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Zappi to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Zappi to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Zappi. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 1st and goal. Stevenson.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Zappi to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second